Across all the incarnations of the tandoor, the Armenian tonir, the Persian and Afghan tannoor, there's nothing quite so mesmerising as bread bubbling out from the porous sides of the oven. The finished result, crisp and golden on the bottom, all made with that classic staccato slapping sound. The breads come in beautiful abstract shapes, some with seeds, some without, some with distinct markings, all simply delicious. And with the many cuisines that use this type of bread, no knife or fork are required to enjoy a meal.
Afghan culture and all Middle East culture, bread is one of the most important thing in the life. Every meal we use bread. We use bread as cook and eat that.
Nasim Mohammadi makes bread for the Afghan, Persian, Middle Eastern, Indian and Pakistani communities at his Kabul bakery and restaurant in Sydney's western suburbs. And tell me, the way he's doing that with his hands, that makes a special shape for the bread.
Yeah, he makes right now like a wheat flour shape, if you look at plain Afghan bread. But if you're gonna see him, he's gonna make another one. This is called baraka in Arabic, or in the Persian is paraki bread.
Ah, this is the one where you move it over your hands and you get a much bigger loaf.
Yeah, he can do bigger.
Ah.
This bread is enough for one meal. One person.
For one person?
For one person.
No.
Yeah. That's why people buy, if they are 10 people at home, they buy 10 breads for breakfast, 10 breads for lunch, 10 for dinner.
You should be doing really well as a business then. Across town, chef Deepak Kumar runs Hotel Saravana Bhavan restaurant, where naan is part of almost every meal.
The moment you put your bread, it will give you completely different flavor on it. You know, the taste, it's amazing.
And you get the lovely crispy crust as well.
Oh, yes. That's the magic. You have to taste that one.
Yeah.
Add some yogurt, water, inch of sugar, little bit of salt, baking powder. We're going to add some milk inside. And on the top of that, we're going to add a little bit of oil with that. I'm going to use this self-rising flour.
Okay, so little by little?
Little by little bit, so just put it, yes. That's it, beautiful. When you're making a dough, don't press hard. You have to be so soft with that.
Ah, I see.
So if you want to have your soft bread, you have to have a gentle dough. See, now you can see your dough is ready, and now you can cover it with the, and you just leave it for around 40 minutes, and your naan bread will be ready for that.
So in 25 years of cooking, how many naan have you made?
Millions.
Millions? So how long does it take to master this when you're training?
Well, at least you need at least 2 years.
Really?
Yes. Main thing is you have to get used to the temperature first of the tandoor, and because it's too hot, and then you have to know when to take it out your breads, and then we go. And we're going to make it shape like India. You know, it's how I learn in India, so I'm going to use it like that.
That's how you do
so
it.
now I'm going to make it. Just put it on your pan, and just add a little bit of water on it, so it will stick.
Okay, now temperature inside at the moment?
400.
400.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I love this. I love seeing the little bubbles come out.
You can see my bread is start puffing really, really well.
You're happy with that?
I'm very happy. And you can see this is the freshest bread.
Lovely.
See?
Beautiful.
And you can.
Oh, steaming.
Steaming hot, you can eat it.
Oh my God, it's very hot.
Yes. It's really, really nice bread.
It's delicious. I don't know how you can keep holding such hot bread.
Flame and fire, it just transcends through all cuisines and cultures because everyone needed to cook somehow. So that's what the beauty about it is.
Adam De Silva grew up in an Indian-Italian family and always wanted to be a chef. His efforts recognised with Young Chef of the Year awards and later the opportunity to open 2 Melbourne restaurants, the acclaimed Coda and now Tonka restaurant. I love that a sort of really modern Melbourne restaurant has something that's 5,000 years old.
Yeah, exactly, and also they're the cheapest piece of equipment you could buy as well. You could buy a Thermomix for the same price as a tandoori oven. We like lamb. We're in Australia, got to have lamb. So we've got some white poppy seeds here. We've got some cardamom, chilli powder, white pepper, cloves. Gotta love a clove. Some nutmeg, some gram flour or chickpea flour. It helps mix it through nicely and give a bit of texture. Once you blend it, you end up with a beautiful mixture like this.
Mm-hmm. Wow, all the spices of the subcontinent, aren't they? They're beautiful.
We add the spices into there. Saffron.
Beautiful.
Some fresh onion for a bit of crunch. Spanish onion. We have some cashew paste here, so it's just cashews which have been boiled and then pureed.
Very creamy.
Very creamy, yes.
Yeah,
So, another holy grail, ginger garlic paste. And then this is just red onion, which has been caramelised and pureed as well. It's almost like an onion jam, really. Instead of just having that raw onion.
How lovely.
I would prefer to let this sit for at least a few hours, and then even tomorrow, this would be amazing.
Is there a secret in getting the meat onto the skewer?
Yes, it's really difficult. So all you do is grab a handful of meat like this.
OK.
I kind of just mould it around the skewer here.
But it's got to be sort of even.
You want it even, so it cooks evenly. It's quite sticky, as you can see here. Throw another one on there. You can load it up.
That's fantastic.
So, 250 degrees.
And what's the cooking time?
A few minutes. Actually, there's a bit of flame down there, which is good from the fat.
Oh.
So now, these are nice and juicy, caramelised.
Beautiful.
Just slide it off.
They are really juicy, aren't they?
Adam serves the kebabs with his take on tabbouleh, mixing torn mint leaves and coriander, fine slices of red banana chilli and burgle soaked in lemon juice, a dash of extra virgin olive oil and a squeeze of lemon juice. He also makes his version of raita, using yoghurt with a fresh blend of mint, coriander, green chilli and a pinch of cumin.
This is like your Indian tzatziki. Tzatziki, mate.
You have a little bit from everything. So you've got your tabbouleh, your tzatziki.
So the best way to eat this, like you do, grab a lettuce leaf, grab a kebab, bit of salad, and then some lashings of the tzatziki or the minted yoghurt.
Yum. Oh.
Oh.
Wow. A kebab is beautiful.
Fresh.
Beautifully fresh.
Spiken.
Great combination. It's Indian plus.
The Armenian version of the tandoor is the tonir, the proud centre of many Armenian homes. It's used in different ways throughout the day, making the most of the hot fire at the start to roast and blacken vegetables for use in a salad. Once the wood is burnt down a little, the oven is used for meat. The favourite is pork. Shushan and George Cherkezian marinate both pork neck and ribs in salt, pepper, paprika and sliced onion for 5 hours, and then thread the meat onto skewers. Once in the oven, they place a lid over the top to create smoke to flavour the meat as the radiant heat roasts it right through. When relatives and friends join them, they love to continue an age-old tradition, roasting a whole pumpkin over the gentle coals towards the end of the day. For Armenian people, this is a real dish of celebration, and for Shushan and George, a ceremony that resonates and links them to village tradition.
The meaning is to start the new year with a sweeter way, and for a couple to start their new life with the sweeter way. Half-boiled rice in here. It's not completely boiled. We'll leave a little bit to cook inside the tonir. I've got some plenty of raisins in there and some dried apricots and dried apples.
Delicious.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a good mix with this one. We'll start put this in a pumpkin.
Oh, I see. And you put the honey and butter in later.
Yes.
Ah.
This, I'll put half honey. I'm putting more because of the pumpkin.
It's not as sweet as the one in Armenia.
No, it's not.
And just melted butter?
Yeah, just a melted butter. It's better when you melt it before you use it.
Must be a delicious mixture, so it sort of bakes quite dense.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's done. I'll put more honey all around. More butter. Yeah. Here we go.
How do you know when it's done?
It have to be nice and brown and soft, so you'll know it's baked.
Oh, look at that. It smells wonderful.
Our pumpkin is ready.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm gonna cut it now.
Ah, so it cuts beautifully all the way down. That's great.
Nice and soft.
Quite theatrical, isn't it? The way it reveals. That's one of the most spectacular things I've ever seen.
There we go.
Amazing. I've never seen anything like this. Spectacular. It tastes delicious. Come on, everybody.
Let's have a taste.
Delicious.
Yeah, it is yummy.